Hey people, it's nice talking. Now, I first saw this story yesterday when I was looking at the previous story. Now, this is from the New York Post. Amazon's facial recognition flags 1 in 5 California lawmakers as criminals. Facial recognition technology has come a long way in recent years, and today many smartphone users rely on face unlock features to keep their devices secure. Amazon's facial scanning software called Rekognition won't unlock your phone, but it is being used by some law enforcement agencies to identify criminals based on their mugshots. Last year, the ACLU ran the recognition software on photos of members of Congress and found that the software flagged 28 of them as known criminals. These false positives showed serious flaws in Amazon software and highlighted a racial bias in the program, disproportionately tagging people of color. Well, I've done stories about this before, we all know this. Now, a year later, the ACLU ran its test again, and it looks like almost nothing has changed. In the latest test, the recognition software was used on photos of 120 lawmakers from California, and once again produced dozens of false matches to known criminals. 26 individuals are flagged as being matches to mugshots in a criminal database, which is roughly 1 out of every 5 of the officials that ran through the system. The test aimed to highlight the drawbacks of using such inaccurate technology to identify potential criminals. Police forces that may rely on the software to quickly identify individuals with criminal records could easily end up misidentifying a person or incorrectly believing that they are wanted under another name. The software clearly is not ready for use in a law enforcement capacity, Phil Ting, a California assemblyman who was one of the lawmakers falsely tagged as a criminal, told the LA Times. Those mistakes, we can kind of chuckle at it, but if you get arrested and it's on your record, it can be hard to get housing, get a job. It has real impacts. Amazon, for its part, claims the ACLU is misusing the software, which can be customized so they only return results when it's 99% confident in the match. If it can do that at 99% accuracy, then why isn't it just set that way? Why is it modifiable? The company offered the following statement to Gizmodo. The ACLU is once again knowingly misusing and misrepresenting Amazon recognition to make headlines. As I said many times in the past, when used with the recommended 99% confidence threshold and as one part of a human-driven decision, facial recognition technology can be used for a long list of beneficial purposes, from assisting in the identification of criminals to helping find missing children to inhibiting human trafficking. We continue to advocate for federal legislation of facial recognition technology to ensure responsible use, and we shared our specific suggestions for this both privately with policymakers and on our blog. That's great and all, but if the software was meant to be used with this specific setting in place, why is it even possible to change it? And what is the likelihood that every law enforcement agency that uses it is also following that recommendation? Exactly. Why is it a recommendation that you do it on the proper settings? And all jokes aside, that a bunch of politicians being identified as crooks, this is really, really dangerous. So please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to support this channel, I'll leave my GoFundMe in the description. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'll leave it there as well. Peace.